Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here today because I truly believe you found this video at the exact moment you need it most. Maybe you're feeling a sense of restlessness, as if something inside you is shifting, or perhaps you're facing challenges that seem too big to overcome. What I want to share with you today is something powerful, something that can help you tap into a deeper strength, one that you may not even realize you have yet. This isn't just another video. It's an invitation to explore a journey of transformation that's already taking place within you. There is a force, a deeper purpose, awakening inside you. And this moment is the start of something greater than you've imagined. You are on the cusp of something extraordinary. As you listen, I invite you to open your mind, to open your heart, and to trust that the knowledge and insights shared here will guide you in a way that resonates with your very soul. It's time to embrace the change that's coming and recognize the power of transformation that's within your reach. Let's begin this journey together. Open yourself to what's possible, and let's uncover the path to the extraordinary transformation waiting for you. We all go through difficult times, periods when life seems to test us, when the struggles feel heavier than we can bear. Perhaps you're experiencing one of these phases right now, or maybe you've faced something like this in the past. But here's an important reflection. Darkness, as uncomfortable as it may be, is not a punishment. It is, in fact, an essential part of the transformation process. It's natural to want to escape pain and uncertainty. Who would willingly go through moments of suffering or crises that seem never-ending? But if you look more closely, you'll see that it is precisely in these moments that our true strength begins to emerge. Darkness allows us to get to know ourselves in ways that light never could. It forces us to confront our fears, doubts, and limitations in profound ways. Remember, the challenges you face are not failures in your path but divine preparation for what is to come. Every hardship is a disguised opportunity, a chance to grow in ways you might never have imagined. God, in His wisdom, allows us to go through these moments to strengthen us and prepare us for something greater. Think for a moment. How many times have you looked back at the most difficult times in your life and realized that, despite the pain, you came out stronger? These experiences are like the fire that forges metal. Without intense heat, metal could never transform into something stronger, more resilient. Have you ever wondered how it is possible to find purpose in pain? How darkness, which seems so frightening, can actually be the key to your personal and spiritual growth? The answer lies in how you approach these experiences. They are not obstacles but opportunities to connect more deeply with your divine purpose. God is always present, even in the hardest of times. You may not see or feel His presence clearly, but know that He is shaping you through the pain, guiding you toward a future full of meaning and light. Each crisis is a chance to strengthen your faith and trust in the greater plan He has for you. Now, as you reflect on this, ask yourself, how can I embrace the pain I'm experiencing as a necessary part of my growth? Instead of fighting against it, how can I use it to uncover the strength that already exists within me? This is the beginning of your transformation. You are being prepared for something grander, and every step in the darkness is, in fact, bringing you closer to the light you are meant to reach. It's easy to become overwhelmed when we're facing adversity. The weight of life's struggles can often feel all-consuming, and it may seem like there's no way out. But what if I told you that even in the darkest times, there are moments of light waiting to be discovered? Small sparks of hope and clarity that, if we choose to see them, can guide us toward peace, purpose, and the presence of God. The key is learning to focus on these small victories. When life seems unrelenting, it's easy to overlook the subtle blessings that are right in front of us. But these small victories are, in fact, the stepping stones to something greater. They're reminders that even in hardship, we can find moments of relief, strength, and connection to the divine. Ask yourself, what little moments of grace have I experienced today? Perhaps it's the smile from a stranger, a warm cup of tea that brought you comfort, or the quiet moment where you allowed yourself to pause and reflect. These are not trivial. In fact, they are powerful glimpses of God's presence in your life. His light doesn't always shine in grand gestures. Sometimes it's found in the smallest, most unassuming moments. Consider this. How can small acts of kindness or moments of reflection provide light during your toughest challenges? For example, helping someone else, even when you feel like you have nothing left to give, can shift your perspective. It might feel like an insignificant action, but it often brings an unexpected sense of peace. You'll realize that, by uplifting others, you are also uplifting yourself. You're drawing closer to your purpose and to the heart of God. Even in your quiet moments, God is speaking to you. When you take the time to be still, whether it's in prayer, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, something miraculous happens. You begin to feel His presence in a deeper way. It's in the stillness that we often hear His voice, reminding us of our strength, our purpose, and the promise of light that awaits us. Do you ever take time to pause and truly listen to the world around you? In those moments of quiet, the challenges you face may not seem as insurmountable. The noise of the world fades, and you can hear the gentle whispers of God reminding you that He is with you, that His plan is unfolding, and that you are never alone in your struggles. Let me ask you, have you noticed the little lights in your life, even in the midst of your pain? Perhaps they're not immediately obvious, but they are there. Take a moment to reflect on the day, and you may find that these moments of light, whether through a comforting word, a peaceful moment of reflection, or even a simple act of kindness, are more frequent than you think. Remember, the light you're seeking is often closer than you realize. It's in the small, quiet moments that God's presence shines the brightest. By choosing to focus on these little sources of light, you are allowing yourself to align more closely with your divine purpose. And in doing so, you are walking towards the light that God has waiting for you. When you face life's storms, it's easy to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. The winds are howling, the rain is relentless, and the darkness seems all-encompassing. In those moments, resilience isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about standing firm in the face of it, drawing strength from something greater than yourself. It's about realizing that your faith can guide you through the worst of times, not because it shields you from suffering, but because it gives you the strength to endure. True resilience comes from faith, not perfection. It's not about being free of doubt or fear, but about learning to continue moving forward despite them. Faith doesn't promise a life without struggles. Instead, it equips you to keep going when everything around you is falling apart. Think about it. How many times have you faced a difficult situation and found a way to push through, even when you felt like giving up? That's the power of faith at work in your life. In moments of uncertainty, it's easy to question whether you are on the right path. You might even wonder if God's plan is truly unfolding the way it should. But here's the truth. Even when the road ahead is unclear, you are being guided. There's a divine plan in motion, and every challenge you face is part of that larger, beautiful design. Have you ever looked back at a difficult time in your life and realized that it was an essential part of your growth? What may have felt like a setback was, in fact, setting the stage for something greater. This is where true resilience is born. In the trust that, even when things don't make sense, there's a purpose behind every twist and turn. Faith is the anchor that holds you steady in the storm. Even when the way forward feels uncertain, have you ever felt a quiet knowing deep within, reminding you to trust in God's timing? That's the gentle presence of God, inviting you to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. But faith isn't just about holding on in the dark moments. It's also about taking action. Resilience is shown in the choices we make, especially in times of crisis. How do you respond when life feels overwhelming? Do you fall into despair, or do you choose to stand tall and face the storm with courage? One simple way to show resilience is by maintaining your composure when everything seems chaotic. Even when everything seems to be falling apart, how can you stay calm and collected? It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about choosing how you react to them. When you remain centered in your faith, even the fiercest storms can't shake your peace. Think about how the storms of life have shaped you. Every challenge you've faced has prepared you for something greater. Through every trial, you've grown stronger, wiser, more resilient. And with each victory, you get closer to understanding your true purpose. Do you ever look back on past challenges and realize how they've molded you into the person you are today? That's the power of resilience at work, transforming adversity into strength. Resilience also has a profound impact on your future. Every time you rise up after a fall, you are building the foundation for what's to come. How do you think the struggles you're facing today will shape your future? Resilience doesn't just help you survive the storm. It prepares you to embrace the next chapter of your journey with renewed faith, courage, and clarity. In the end, resilience is about trust. Trust that God's plan is unfolding even when you can't see the next step. It's the quiet strength that keeps you going, the unwavering belief that, no matter what, you are being guided towards something greater than you can imagine. And as you stand firm in the storm, you'll find that the very things that seem to threaten your peace are the ones that help you uncover your deepest strength and your highest purpose. In the darkest of times, it's difficult to see the light ahead. The weight of the world can feel overwhelming, and it may seem like the storms of life have no end in sight. But here's a thought. Could it be that the pain you're feeling right now is not an end, but a beginning? What if this very moment of difficulty is leading you to something greater, something more meaningful than you can even imagine? Think about it. What if the challenges you are facing today are the very things that will lead you to your true purpose? Adversity often forces us to step outside of our comfort zones, to confront what we've been avoiding, and to grow in ways that would never be possible in easier times. The process of transformation doesn't happen without difficulty. Just as a diamond must be formed under pressure, your character, strength, and faith are being shaped in the furnace of hardship. Every challenge you face is a stepping stone to something greater. How many times have you faced a hardship in your past and emerged stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your purpose? That's because difficulty is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens for you. Each obstacle is an opportunity to refine who you are and what you're meant to become. It's easy to get lost in the pain, to feel like the world is closing in. But if you can take a step back, even for a moment, and look at the bigger picture, you'll begin to see that this is a season of preparation. Have you ever found that, after a difficult season, you look back and realize how much stronger you've become? The very things that felt like setbacks were, in fact, setting the stage for your transformation. Now, you may be wondering, what does it mean to discover a greater purpose in times of adversity? The answer isn't always immediately clear, but one thing is certain. Pain has a way of clarifying what really matters. When you're stripped of all distractions, when life pushes you to your limits, you start to uncover the truth about yourself and what you're meant to contribute to the world. What passions or dreams have you discovered during your hardest times? Often, it's in the midst of adversity that you start to realize that your true calling isn't just about your personal success, but about making a difference in the lives of others. In times of challenge, it's easy to lose sight of the future. The obstacles you face may feel insurmountable, and it may seem impossible to believe that anything better lies ahead. But that's the importance of maintaining hope and vision for the future. Can you see beyond the current struggle, even if it feels distant? The journey you're on today, no matter how difficult, is shaping you into someone who will have a profound impact on the world around you. The suffering you experience is not meaningless. It is part of a divine plan that's preparing you for a life of greater significance. As you go through this process, remember that God is with you every step of the way. You may not always feel His presence, but He is there, guiding you toward your purpose. Every challenge, every moment of hardship, is a part of your spiritual growth and personal evolution. Do you believe that God is using this adversity to shape you for something greater? Trust that, even in the darkest of times, you are being molded into the person you are meant to be. As you embrace this season of transformation, take a moment to ask yourself, what do you think you are being prepared to become as you face this adversity? The answer may not come immediately, but as you move forward with faith, strength, and perseverance, you'll begin to see that every step, every challenge, every difficulty is a part of your divine purpose unfolding. As we've explored throughout this journey, life's difficulties can often feel like an overwhelming storm. We've discussed how these challenges are not punishments, but rather the very things that mold us into who we are meant to be. We've uncovered how the darkness we experience is not a final destination, but a stepping stone toward greater clarity and strength. Yet, there is one last and most powerful realization. The light we seek is not only found outside of us, it is already within us. Yes, the light you've been searching for, the strength you need, and the peace you crave are already within you. This divine light resides in your heart, in your soul, and in every fiber of your being. No matter how dark the world may seem, this light remains constant, unwavering, and powerful. Even in the darkest moments, you carry this light within you, waiting to shine. Think about it for a moment. When was the last time you felt a deep sense of peace, a quiet knowing within that everything would be okay? That feeling of stillness, of inner confidence, is your divine light speaking to you. It's always there, even when life seems chaotic. When you feel overwhelmed by the world around you, it's easy to forget that this light is within. But it's in these moments of confusion and doubt that this light shines the brightest, if only you are open to receiving it. The truth is that when we face challenges, it's easy to feel as though we are alone, as though we must face the darkness by ourselves. But you are not alone. You have within you the strength, the wisdom, and the divine light to overcome anything that comes your way. This light is a reminder that no matter how dark the night may be, the dawn is always just around the corner. The light of God, the light of your faith, and the light of your inner strength are always there, ready to guide you forward. How can you connect with this light? Start by trusting yourself. Embrace your faith, even in the midst of uncertainty. Know that you are not powerless in the face of difficulty. You are a chosen one, chosen to discover and embody this light, chosen to stand firm in faith and walk with purpose, even when the path is unclear. This inner light is your guiding force, and it will never fail you. As you continue on your journey, always remember, the light within you is more powerful than any darkness you will face. The darkness may try to overwhelm you, but your light will always outshine it. When you tap into this divine energy, you are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are embracing your purpose and stepping into the person you were always meant to be. So, as you move forward today, take a moment to reflect on the light within you. Know that no matter what comes your way, you carry the strength to overcome, the faith to endure, and the light to guide you. The world may be full of darkness, but you, my friend, are called to shine brightly, a beacon of hope, love, and strength. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I hope that you've been encouraged and empowered to find the light within you, even in the most challenging times. If you found value in this video, I invite you to subscribe and stay connected for more messages of hope and inspiration. You are chosen for something great. Keep shining.